Hey, what's up? It's Lillian again, and it's uh, November 25th, 2011, and I'm uh, doing an update of my previous mastectomy video that occurred in the beginning of August. So, quite a few months out of surgery, and I just went through radiation, and that was six 6 weeks long, 5 days a week. I had to be there every day. It really tired me out. Um, and I had been reading about other people's experiences with radiation, and apparently the fatigue problem can really knock you out, and for a lot of people, um, for some years after radiation takes place. And I was not looking forward to that whatsoever because I'm a busy gal. I have my own business and I have to be up and at 'em every day. Um, so also I was warned about since they irradiated a sort of a square around a square around the place where they found the cancer. Um, and that I was told I would get something like a big square sunburn that was going to last for several months. That didn't happen. My skin bounced back pretty well, and grateful for that. And also, even though while even though while I was going through radiation, I was pretty tired on a daily basis. After radiation, I took it upon myself to invest in some really healthy supplements that are come highly recommended from a number of reputable holistic sources on the internet. And I have experienced quite an uptick in my energy lately. And I'm super pleased about that. So I was thinking I would share the supplements that I'm using with other radiation patients out there, and maybe they can also benefit from the added energy and maybe even feel better than they did before cancer came into their lives. I certainly do. Before I got cancer, I had this feeling that I couldn't shake, that I just knew I was not performing at my best. I did not feel good. No matter what I tried to do, I couldn't lose weight, or my skin was all messed up and I was just tired constantly. So now I'm not that at all. So cancer has been a great teacher for me. And I'm really, really, really glad it's over with. So let's cut to the chase here. So now, after big radioactive incidents in history, for instance in Chernobyl, they gave the school children seaweed in their food to help them rid themselves of the radiation in their bodies. So also after the recent disaster in Japan, we are all experienced radioactive fallout. It's not something that's not much talked about, but it's something you can actually protect yourself from using seaweeds and other green plant extracts. So I've got seaweed support iodine formula. Iodine is what helps your thyroid function. Take 2 of those a day. This is from Maine Coast Sea Vegetables. It's not on the Pacific Ocean, so it's safer because obviously the Pacific Ocean is where Japan is. Okay, so spirulina. I take 6 of these green pills a day. They look like this. They smell like grass. And another one, chlorella. This chlorella brings the magic of chlorophyll into your blood and oxygenates your blood, keeps it moving. And I also take 6 of these a day. So this is a great brand. It's the priciest one, but you know what? If it helps you perform better at your job, then why not? That's what I think. Okay, so also doing turmeric. This is something my integrative holistic specialist told me to use when I first got diagnosed. Turmeric, which is an anti-inflammatory, and medicinal mushrooms. So they got reishi mushrooms in there and other such things like that. Really good for immunity. And of course, cod liver oil, that's big. Everybody could benefit from this. Anybody could benefit from any of these, honestly, because it can benefit cancer patients. Why not use it if it's natural and good for you? Also, the huge recommendation for everybody to start taking is these vitamin D drops. The drops are like more absorbable in your body than pills are. And that's because everybody is vitamin D deficient. If you think about it, the human race evolved working in the sun all day long, whether planting or hunting or tending animals. And so we used to be able to soak up the sun all day long. Now you can't go out and tan enough to get the amount of vitamin D that you need because we spend most of the time indoors. And so this is important, everybody. This is the basis of so many functions in your body. Okay, and one more thing. This is the piece de resistance. My husband is Moldovan, and his mother lives in Moldova, and she hooked us up with something they sell only in Russia, and it's bone marrow extract. And it smells like burning tires and tastes even worse. But if you're hardcore like me, you can take it. What you do is put a few drops in water and then plug your nose, chug, and then immediately bite a piece of lemon. You know, that takes commitment to do something like that. I don't expect anybody to want to do that, but honestly, it gives me such an incredible boost of energy and, I don't know, endorphins. I just feel good after I take it. I feel clear and more like on task. So, cancer and radiation patients, I highly recommend, especially the seaweed and the chlorella, and because your thyroid needs to work and you've got so much radiation in your body. Other thing you can do, which I don't do quite as often, is sit in a bathtub filled with Epsom salt and baking soda. And this magnesium, there's no better way to absorb magnesium, which is everyone's also deficient in, and also it draws radiation out of your body also. So that's what's happening on the radiation tip, and I'm feeling good and excited about life. The mastectomy turned out, you know, as far as mastectomies go, they turned out, I'm pleased with the result. I'm very pleased. I saw some pictures on the internet that were scary, and thank goodness I have some of the best doctors there are, all free, by the way, paid for by the state. I can't even believe it. They gave me a great set of, you know, tatas. They're better than I could have expected. So the initial surgery was very, 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 very painful. And for a couple of weeks, the worst part is you have drains that are draining fluid out of the lymphatic fluid out of your body, and you have to empty them and measure them. And there's all kinds of gore inside those things. And not just having to carry them around, but actually squish them out of their tubes and measure them. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. But you know what? The tubes come out and the pain subsides, and you know, do the exercises they recommend. I used a book called The Breast Cancer Survivors Fitness Guide, and I'm sure you can find that on Amazon if you just type it in search. So before this video gets really, really long, I just want to say, I wanted to, well, of course, show you what I look like from the side like I did before. I'm a little bit smaller than I was. I'm going to go up just a smidgen larger. I don't really want to look like a porn star. But I'm pleased. I'm pleased. Psychologically, it's okay, you know. I can move forward. It's not as bad as I was predicting. So, everybody take care of yourselves. It's important. Don't wait until it's too late. Love you. Bye.